Ja tervetuloa mukaan Phoenix Wright Easternin luultavasti viimeisen videon. Ei toki sarjan viimeisen videon, mutta joo. Let's go. Mä oon aika varma, että tää on viimeinen, mutta jos ei ole, niin ainakin, toiseksi viimeinen. Tässä ei kai oo enää 5. episodia. Mä muistan aika vahvasti, että tämä on tyyli se viimeinen bossi. Tää on karma. Kuten mainitsin tässä tämän jakson ensimmäisessä videossa kai, että vähän niin kuin viimeinen bossi tämä. This is Judgment Day. Today things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. Warg! What's the big idea? Sorry, Nick. I'll touch your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't burned off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. Anyhow, today's the last day of trial. Good luck, Nick. Yeah, thanks, Maya. First is looking glum as always. I hope one karma doesn't push him too hard. Whoa! What are you doing? Sorry, I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a button back. Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge. Right, good idea. Try not to execute anyone on your way out. Whoa, yeah, pal. What's gotten into that girl? Detective Kamshu. Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning. Tuossa tulikin mieleen. Mä aloitin tämän, mihinkäs aikaa se tulikaan 11 tai 10. Mä heräsin tänään tyylin 6. Tuossa otin vain vielä aamulla päikkärit. Mä aloitin aika aikaisin. Mulla on mennyt koko päivän tämä pelin kanssa. En muista milloin mä oon taas jaksanut pelata koko päivän. Tää on ollut niin mielenkiintoista settiä, että tullut pelattua hirveätä vaikeuksia pelata sitä Half-Lifea. Yksi video tuntuu 2 ja vaikkakin. Mä aloitin sen tyyli samalla tavalla, että pelasin sitä tyyli koko päivän, mutta sitten se taas meni semmoiseksi, että hirveän uuvuttavaa ollut pelata sitä. Nyt mä oon pitänyt siis Toki ja tosiaan yhtä aikaa Tokiaan. Ei ole ensimmäinen kerta, kun sanon Tokiaan. Tosiaan on pitänyt siitä nyt taukoa, mutta on ajatellut taas jatkaa sitä, mutta ehkä mä pidän semmosen tauon, että tulee hirveä hinku jatkaa sitä, niin ehkä mä saisin taas pelattua sitä yli aamusta iltaan. Mutta, good morning. How did it go, detective? I'm not here. As promised, I have captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective Kamshu. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, it was pretty good. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name, but that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm going to prove it. Court is now in session for trial of Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Anna. The prosecution is ready. Right, very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood. Come on, don't be awed into silence by every little thing he says. Very well, Mr. Montcalm, your opening statement. Right. Thanks to Detective Kamshu's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense has asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake. where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity. Witness, why did you run away yesterday? The witness was not running away. As he will now testify. I see. Well, please begin your testimony. Why I left court? I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did. But I wasn't running away or anything. I went to buy some food for policy. I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? I haven't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as is. Very well. Let's begin with the cross-examination, shall we? He has to know his name. Jani Yogi. You are Jani Yogi. I'm going to prove it. I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did. After all what you did running away and not just leaving, you heard Larry's testimony and realized you were in danger. Now, Mr. Wright, there's no need to rush to conclusions. As I said, the witness was not running away. Listen to the testimony. His sir seems relaxed. In fact, they both do. Welcome and Jani Yogi. But I wasn't running away or nothing. Then why did you leave? He's just about to say why. Is it so hard for you to just quietly listen when someone is talking? If I sat quietly, Ashford would be guilty in 3 minutes. I went to buy some food for policy. Food? Well, Polly is a bit of a common, you see. She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. They only have them in the big pet shop downtown. But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker's shack? Well, I kind of got lost, you see. The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack. Yeah, right. Nice try, won't come. No one's going to believe that. I see. So he was lost. Please, Joanna, come to your senses. I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. You've lost much of your memory, is that correct? Yep, seems like it. Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, You know exactly who you are. The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof. How am I supposed to prove that what's going on? Oh, God just said. That's impossible. I'm glad you have come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness, please continue. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? And I got one. And I don't got one. How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Litchfield and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right? Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible. I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends. Might I say something, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. You have been saying the same thing now over and over. You have been calling the witness's memory of the past, or lack thereof, into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case? Of course, Joanna. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies. Order, order! Mr. Wright, there is a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course, Joanna. Oh, now this is interesting. I would like to know him myself. So who is he? Don't play dumb, Von Kama. Mr. Wright, please tell us this witness's name, Jani-Joki. His name is Jani-Joki, a former court bailiff. Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh, Jani-Joki, from the DL6 incident. It figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case. But what does this mean? Joanna, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This man, this witness, is Jani-Joki. Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory. This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go. Nick, how are you going to prove it? How can you prove that he's Jani-Joki? It's okay, it's actually quite simple. Joanna, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to fingerprints on the valve for Jani-Joki 15 years ago. I see, that makes sense. Huh? I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. Why? The witness has no fingerprints. What? What? No fingerprints? You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingerprints with this stuff. What? Look, you sneak. You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past. Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity. Mutta se väittää, että se ei muista asioita niinku muutaman vuoden taakse. Miten se mukaan muistaa, että se on työskennellyt sitten jossain chemical plantilla? No. Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright? Seems that the case has been decided. No. No. I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no. I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way. There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one. Nick, what are you going to do? I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do? Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parents for a little comic relief, Yeah, very funny. You're a star winner, Von Kama. Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot. What is it, Nick? No, you are not going to... Joanna. The defense would like to take Mr. Von Kama up on his proposal. Take Mr. Von Kama up? On my proposal? Exactly, Joanna. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot. Order. Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Kama? Did you even ask this false object? Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Kama. I have a right to do as you suggested. Well, if you are so desperate, then please be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this and nothing comes of it, then I hope you are ready for the consequences. Nick, this is crazy. Well, still want to go through with your little game? Yes, I'm doing it. Let the parrot take the stand. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. When it comes to every person's testimony, every piece of evidence. Except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least, I think so. Bailiff, bring in the parrot. That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name. The princess is ignoring me. Must hurt to be ignored by a bird. Very well, witness. Who is your owner? Please testify for us. Who is your owner? Hello, Squawk. Certainly the most concise testimony we have had so far. Very well, begin your cross-examination. Right. What are you going to do, Nick? I don't know. What do we do, Maya? Hello, Squawk. Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her. Right. What do I say? Have we forgotten something? As I recall, 2 days ago. Polly, have we forgotten something? Squawk. Don't forget DL6. Squawk. Tämän ton, mä en siis sano pöllön. Pöllö, mikä papukaijan toi äännättynä on kyllä mennyt alaspäin. If I can get Polly to say that here, that will prove that caretaker had something to do with DL6. Polly, have we forgotten something? Hello, Squawk. Uh-oh. That's not what you are supposed to say. Forget something we forgot. Hello, Squawk. Uh-oh, it's not working, Nick. She won't say it. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Why won't she say it? Something the matter, Mr. Wright? Wait. Don't tell me one comma expected this. He couldn't have retrained the parrot, could he? Did he train her not to respond when we asked if we'd forgotten anything? Witness, you are here to speak. You must speak to me. Frankly, I can't believe that you are speaking to the parrot. Oh well, I guess we should try to get some information out of her. We need to show the judge that her owner is Mr. Yogi. Hello, Squawk. This isn't much to go by. I'm so freaking clueless. Your aim. Miten me saadaan se... No koitetaan vielä tähän. Ei. Miten me saadaan se sanomaan, että se on jokin lintu? Nyp. Tätä mennä uusiksi. Well, I guess we should try to get some information out of her. We need to show the chance that her owner is Miss Yogi. Miten? What's the safe number? Maybe I'll get her to say the number of that safe. Huh? Safe? Why? Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay? Polly, what was the number of the safe in the shack? 1238. 1238. My, what a reckless parrot. Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker. Actually it does. Mennään sillä, ei mitään hajua. Pätelen viimeisiä olenkorsia. Actually it does. That's why I had her say it. Ha, ridiculous. How can the number of to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity? Ei mitään hajua. Ei yhtikäs mitään hajua. En usko, että tämä on oikein, mutta koitetaan. The DR6 case file. What is this obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright, where in this file is something relating to the safe number? Yeah. 22.12.2001. Case summary. Hetkonen. 1228. Se aika. Päivämäärä. Case summary. It's on the case summary page. The case summary. Specifically the date on which the DL6 incident occurred. The date of the incident, December 28th. Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago. And the number on that safe is 1228. Ah, used the date of the DL6 incident as a number for his safe, Joanna. That's how important that date was to him. I see, it certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. Bah, this is not tangible proof. I set my ATM card's number to 001 because I'm number 1. This has nothing to do with the date. Nothing. Indeed. Alone, it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need some other corroborating evidence. Where am I going to find that? Nick, we are getting closer. One more. If we can just get one more piece of evidence. Right, but what? Very well, witness. You may continue. What's your name? Ei tee mitään, mutta mennään sillä. Mulla ei mitään muuta hajua enää. Maybe I should get her to say her name. Polly, what's your name? Polly, squawk. Mr. Wright, I think we have established that this parrot is named Polly. Does it have anything to do with her owner's identity? Of course. Yes, it does. Ha, fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity. Then show us this proof. Nick, don't you think you are taking the bluffing a little too far? Listen, we are not here to answer this question of who is caretaker. We have to prove that he is Jani Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is... Oh God. Mennään taas tällä. DL6 case file. That's quite a large file if you have there. Which page is this proof on then? Show us or stop wasting our time. Very well, Mr. Wright. Please show us the page. Where in this file is the information connected to this parrot's name? Hetkonen. Court bailiff trapped in an elevator with Edgeworth's memory loss due to oxygen deprivation. With his arrest, fiancé Polly Jenkins committed suicide. Suspect data. It's on the suspect data page. This page has all the information about Jani Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancé committed suicide. See? Indeed, it does say that, yes. What was his fiancé's name? Polly Jenkins. Polly? Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her. I see. I guess that is possible. Bah, a mere coincidence, that's all. My grandfather has a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé? She's only 7 years old. And that's enough. I think we have reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that's all. True, that is a possibility. However, true coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me. What are you saying? Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately. Witness, tell us your name. Wait, this witness, he doesn't remember. No, it's okay. I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done. Nick, he looks totally different. This is the real Yogi, I think. Finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years. Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court. My name is Jan Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court. Order, order! Jan Yogi, so was it you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent really, but he didn't believe me. He won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancé, my social standing. Then, this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was planned for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had said it. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. Carlo, where is Mr. Yogi? Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession. Then the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is innocent, in this case at least. Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case. So, I would like to pass the judgment on the murder of Mr. Hammond, Robert Hammond. Any objections? I don't believe it. Why isn't Miss Von Karma saying anything? Very well. This court finds the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. Yay! Paper clap. This is all. This court is adjourned. Did someone just say objection? Doesn't move calm. Wait, but that means no. Edgeworth? Your Honor, I object to your judgment. What do you mean? I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Jan Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what? Nick, Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's trying to say he's guilty. He's going to tell them he was the murderer in the DR6 incident. He's going to tell them he killed his own dad. Uh-oh, what do I do? Raise an objection. The judgment has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst. Didn't something like this happen yesterday too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed. That would be Larry. We must hear this new statement. We must hear Master Edgeworth. He's right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out. For 15 years, I have a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know. It wasn't a dream. Kanioki wasn't the killer. You mean in the incident where your father died? From the distance was a shot. It wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer, the criminal in the DL6 incident. It was me. Johanna, I confess my guilt. I'm guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me. Order, order. This is certainly unexpected. The defendant, declared innocent, is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this. Bah, it's obvious. We hold a trial right here, right now. We tried this man for his crime of 15 years ago. I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned. Edgeworth, you fool. I'm sorry, Wright. I just wasted all of your effort. Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you killed your dad. I didn't want to believe it myself, detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. This is crazy. Just crazy. Nick, what are you doing? Huh? Oh. I was just reading through the court records once more. I'm getting my case ready. Your case for what? Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to prove that the message is innocent. What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it in court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you are innocent. Trust me. Right. Now then, I would like to resume our trial. Judge, Master Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitation on DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I like to run this one by the book. I see. Does the defense have any objections? No, Your Honor. All calm. You knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you? Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand? Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth, I'm a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. Then testify about this matter to the court. When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work. Please, please. The DL6 incident. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost the composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi, wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot. Then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. And until now, you thought this memory was a dream. We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the events. Bah, the same claim Mr. Yogi has made. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. Ei pitäisi nyt mitään ihmeellistä ole, mutta pressataan nyt. What was the trial your father was involved in on that day? I don't remember things very clearly. Only 2 things. I know my father lost, and Mr. Wonkama was the prosecuting attorney. No, se oli itse asiassa aika tärkeä. Mr. Wonkama, you were handling that case. It was 15 years ago. I don't remember the details. That was when Edgeworth pointed out the problem in Wonkama's evidence. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. So there were 3 people, including yourself, trapped in that elevator. Yes, myself, my father, and Jan Yogi. We were fine at first, but then, as time passed, no one came to help. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. What did you do then? I was a 9-year-old boy at the time. What could I do? I was scared, trembling in the corner. But then, just then, something heavy fell at my feet. What was it? A pistol. I assumed it was the bailiff Jan Yogi's. The safety must have come off when it fell from his holster. And you picked it up. What happened next? I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. Did you know it was a pistol when you threw it? I think I knew. I knew it was dangerous. But the air was getting so thick, I panicked. So you're saying that you threw the pistol to Mr. Yogi? I was in a daze. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. The gun fired once. Yes, I think after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they've echoed in my head every day. That gunshot and the horrible scream. The scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. To this day. Yes, I can practically hear it now. I doubt I will ever forget that scream as long as I live. And there it is. One part of that testimony clearly contradicts the evidence. But I don't know what it means. I'd better find out and quick. Mä en keksi mitään muuta kuin tämän. Tää on mun viimeinen yritys, että tää menee ehkä koko juttu uusiksi. No onneksi tässä nyt ei tarvii. Tän pysyy kelaamaan aikana. Se ei tarvii vetää koko 45 minuuttia uusiksi. Nope. Ei ole. This causes no reason to further prolong the trial. Pystyspä tässä seivaamaan niinku välissä. No, ainakaan monta jo on tiukka paikka tuossa nyt seuraavaksi. No, mä taidan melkein monta paikalla ja jatketaan sitten kohtaa, kun mihinkä me jäätiin. No niin, jatketaan. Mä oon suurin piirtein samassa kohtaa, mihinkä me jäin. A single gunshot, then a scream. Nyt sinne taaksepäin. Mikä on contradiction? Mihin? Mikä ei liity? Voitais saada läpi. No itse asiassa... What's the ääni? Date 12/28/2001. Location Elevator District Courthouse. Air in elevator was oxygen depleted at the time of incident. No clues found on the scene. Crooker Edgeworth, age 35. Defense attorney, trapped in elevator returning from a lost trial with son, Miles Edgeworth, age 9. One bullet found in heart. The murder weapon was fired twice. Okay. Janioki, age 37. Cold Bailey was trapped in elevator with Edgeworth's memory loss due to oxygen deprivation. After his arrest, Fantasy Polly Jenkins committed suicide. Are you sir, you only heard one gunshot? Yes, I'm sorry for that. Heard that the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I see. No, Your Honor, unfortunately you don't. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness' testimony. You do enjoy dragging out this file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what pages it's on. Which page contradicts Miles Edgeworth's testimony? Victim data. Look at the victim data in this file. It says it's quite plainly that murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was an accidental fire when the pistol was drawn. So, who fired the remaining shot? Was there perhaps another shooter who fired the second shot? Joanna, as I'm sure you are aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when the second shot was fired. It must have been fired the day before the incident. There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident. What? I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot fired had something to do with the case? En minä peräänny mistään. Ei siltä siinä päässä millään tavalla eteenpäin, kun sanotaan, jos peräännytään. Kyllä, vaikka mulle ei mitään hajua, että millä mä sen todistan. Yeah, Joanna, I think I will be able to show you proof. What? Impossible. Now, Mr. Montgomery, save your surprise after you have seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show us your proof. Do you have evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to this incident? Mua vähän kyllä mietittää tuota No Clues Found on the Scene. Sieltä ei löytynyt yhtäkään itse asiassa se jäi jumiin sen sydämeen, joten siellä ei olisi ollut mitään luodereikää. Mutta jos se on ammuttu kahdesti ja ensimmäinen on mennyt ohi, niin siellä pitäisi olla luodereikä jossain. Noin. No, se on jompikumpi näistä. Mr. Wright, please think how we feel having to look at this evidence time and time again. Every time you show us ridiculous evidence, I feel well mocked. I really don't mean any harm by it, Joanna. Not meaning any harm and not doing any harm are two different things, Mr. Wright. Try again, Mr. Wright. Do you have any evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to this incident? No, onko se sitten tämäkään? Nope. On. Look at this photograph. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth. This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it. So let me get this straight. This photo proves two shots were fired. Where? Joanna, please get a clue. Show the judge the contradiction in the photo. No onhan siinä. As should be obvious, the contradiction is here. I see a bullet hole in the door. Joanna, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol. Yet there is also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired the second shot. Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? It's simple, Joanna. At the time of the incident, two shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember, the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, he must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else be? The murderer, of course. I know I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, Look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page. The case summary. That's on page 1. Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. If the pistol had indeed been fired twice, 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. He does have a point. The second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made the bullet hole in the door. Order. I will have order. Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly, that the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked this second bullet. So all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. Gah, how did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was it wrong? Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection? I'm sorry, Maya. What? It looks like I was wrong. Nick, if the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing. No. But you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get the Edgeworth declared innocent. I'm sorry. It's just, when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else, who fired this killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years. Nick. Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No, I do not. So you killed your father, though that was not your intention. Yes, I did. Oh no. He's accepted the guilt. Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here. Right now. Indeed. Does anyone have any objections? I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There are so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words. Mr. Wright? I have an objection. Your Honor, I object. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object? Oof. Nick, I don't know. His case is perfect. I don't know. Yeah. It must exist. The second bullet. What? What did you just say? Nothing. The second bullet must exist. But where? Someone took it. Seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright. Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet. It existed. What? But we have just heard proof that it did not exist. I realize that you're I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. But who? The murderer. The murderer? Can tell us just who is this murderer? I'm still thinking about that one. So the criminal took the second bullet, but why? Huh? First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderers to search for that bullet? The murderer had to find it. Of course there was a need. That's why they took it. Bah, what a possible reason could they have had? Well, the reason the murderers took the bullet away from the scene with them is the bullet would be proof. Maybe they thought that the bullet would be used as proof. Proof? It was a special bullet, so they took it with them. I thought that was the case, and then they should have taken the bullet from inside the trigger as well. Huh? Why would they only take one of the 2 shots fired? Oh, right. Mr. Wright, have you really thought this through? I'm going to have to penalize you. This is going so well. Was there some pressing need for the murderers to search for the bullet? The murderer had to find it. The murderer was cautious. Ehkä tää ei kyllä pidä. No, on mulla vielä yrityksiä. Tossa mä en joudu feilaamaan tää uudestaan. Se oli yli 15 minuuttia, kun piti näpyttää tää juttu läpi. Plus mun pitää tehdä nää muistella kaikki uudestaan. Oh, well, the murderer was a very cautious sort, you see. That's why the murderer had to search for the bullet. If that was the case, then they should have taken the bullet from inside the cracker as well. Huh? Why would they only take one of the 2 fired? Alright. No, the murderer didn't need it. How would the murderer have spent the time to look for the stray bullet? I haven't got a clue. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Bah, the murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true. Had to take it. Had to take it. The murder? What does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken. Mr. Wright? Yes, Joanna. Eli mun piti ensin luovuttaa se, että mä pystyn sanomaan sen, mitä mä haluan sanoa. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene. But the murderer had to take the bullet. Had to? Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Well, for instance... For instance what? Maybe the bullet hit the murderer? The bullet hit the murderer? Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, would you have to take it with you, wouldn't you? Niin, se on vieläkin sen sisällä. Tokossa on niin väärältä. It's lodged into his body. It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know. Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really what happened? Let me get this straight. So, at the time of the murderer themselves was shot, and they left with the second bullet still inside of them, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime. Yes, I guess that's how it would work, yes. But there's a problem with that. There are 2 people rescued from that elevator. Miles Edgeworth and Yogi were both unharmed. So that would mean the murder came from outside, yes. No tämähän meni omituisiksi. The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside. Well, that is crazy. Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you are grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say. Mun kysymys on, että miksi jos mä oon ampunut sitä Gregoria? Eikö sillä Gregorilla oli se ase kädessä? Joo. Mut Miles heitti sen, se olisi ollut lattialla. Sillä oli joku muu motiivi kuin se, että sitä vaan ammuttiin ja se tulee puolustamaan itsensä kautta kostamaan. What are you saying? Deny it. No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murder. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone. Henrik. Huh? I just thought of something really crazy. Crazy? Voiko tää mennä yhtään tämän hullummaksi? I remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Onko se ollut sitten mun karma, joka tuli siihen. Mun karmaa sai osuman ja se löysi sen sieltä hissistä ja se näki se ase ja sitä oli ammuttu ja se sai hyvän niin kuin pakotien. Tekee murhan ja pääsee syyttömänä siitä. Maybe Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Eli sillä olisi ollut motiivi. Wow. It must have been quite a shock for one Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Ja se, mikä tekee se oli siellä lomalla niin pitkään, ei ollut sitä, että se paranteli sen kärsinyttä egoa, vaan se otti lomaan, koska se oli haavoittunut. Yes, an unusual event for the man. But that was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting. What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock, but took it because he was injured? Which would mean, it could only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma. Oh man. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed. No, Your Honor. Well, you've indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect? Uh-oh, should I come out and say it now? Say it now. Your Honor, there is a suspect. One lone suspect. Well, this is certainly interesting news. Well, Mr. Wright, who is your suspect? My hands are shaking. What? Von Karma. Von Karma? You mean the Von Kama? The prosecutor, the one standing right over there. Bah! You don't object? I see no need. Why are not this ridiculous outburst with my objection? Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason? So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident. Fascinating. Prove it. I have needed surgery now. Where did I go under the knife? Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify. Nick, let's find out who his doctor is. It's no use. Edgeworth? I know one come, perhaps too well. He's perfect. He won't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness. Nobody's perfect. So what, Nick? Did one come pull the blood out by himself? That's insane. No, he couldn't have. You can just pull bullets out of yourself. Wait. What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere. But where? Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot? Show evidence. Alright, Von Kama, I'll prove it. I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it so much. But what? The evidence that proves Von Kama was shot is... voidaan käyttää metallinpaljasinta. Von Kama is perfect. He won't risk surgery leaving the evidence trail. So then I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it's likely that Von Kama performed surgery on himself. I think it's unlikely that Von Kama performed surgery on himself. You don't mean... I do. There is the possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Kama. Is that even possible for all these years? Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Kama, I'm going to run this over you and see what we find. I refuse. You refuse? But refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you. Order. Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector. Judge, I call for suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy. The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Kama, you will submit yourself to testing. Nick, what does this mean? I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. Naimun korvat. It reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Kama? You. It was you. I was afraid that this would happen, and so I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. What? I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6. But Mr. Von Kama, can you prove that? Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here. Not I. Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Kama's shoulder was from DL6? Of course he can't. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence. That's because you took it out of the record room yesterday. Ei pidä paikkaansa, kyllä mulla on. With no proof you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright. No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Kama. What? You were close, one day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof. What? Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link the bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my proof. No, tämä on ainoa todistusmateriaali siitä DR6-incidentistä. Tosin, no, me ei pystytä oikein sen olkapäässä sitä ballistic markingsia katsomaan, mutta ja semmoista operaatioita tehdään ehkä ihan päivässä, että näissä olisi samat ballistic markingsit, mutta no, mulla ei ole muutakaan. That's a bullet. Where did you get that? This is the bullet used in the DR6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely, with the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings. You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings on the fingerprints of a weapon are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Kama. It's a bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets. Then, if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets have been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol. In other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Wait. Hetkonen. Tää menee nyt ihan väärin. Ei kun hetkonen. Mä jotenkin ajattelin, että tuolla Karmalla on sulla oma ase. Mutta ei, sehän otti sen aseen ja käytti sitä samaa aseetta murtakseen se Gregorin. Niin tietenkin. Niin. Mr. Von Kama, you will let us remove that bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Kama. That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know. Help, I can't breathe. Quiet, I said quiet. You are not making this any easier. Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. Stop breathing my air. Get away. Get away from my father. Arr. It's a scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Kama, it was you who screamed. Mr. Montgomery? Ellsworth, only you could defy me. So it was you. You and your father are my curse. Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record. And you left a scar on my shoulder that will never fade. I'll bury you with my bare hands. Death, death! 15 years earlier. Chief Prosecutor, I am sorry. Montgomery, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to capture you. I'm scared. I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time. Edgeworth. It was a shock like none I had ever known. Me? Penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in the darkness. I was in the courtroom, records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out into the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then there was a noise. I was in pain, a horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then, the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet, and then it was destiny. In his last moments, Gregor Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was a perfect crime. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge, what are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it. Oh, very well. It appears that we have come a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later. Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor. You are innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. Paper clap. That is all. This court is adjourned. Melkein puolesta tuntia. Nick, we did it. Did you see his face? Montgomery looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed. I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed. It was pretty close, though. I'm sorry we'd had it. I know I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself, but now it's all just a good memory. So it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right. Yep. I'm not sure how to say this. I know. Thank you. I see. Thank you, Wright. You are welcome. I think you could have done better than that. So sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing. You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. She's got you there. Ooh. Amazing, pal. You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. How are you, one pal? And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month. But who cares? See, Mr. Edgeworth, you should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you. I see. Oop. I feel foolish. Don't worry, take it a little at a time. Take it a little at a time, you'll get used to it. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Hey y'all. Lara. Y'all were great in there. Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth, congrats. Thank y'all very much. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one was there. You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you? Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, eh? Speaking of which, what are you doing here now, Lada? Who, me? I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. Really? That's too bad. Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? Huh? It's over, Nick. My life is over. What a sad face, Larry. What's happened now? Voin arvata. Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world. Mulla on déjà vu. You don't look sick. It's Gian's. She's going to live in Paris. Paris, Nick. She's leaving behind. Should have seen that coming. Yo, AG, there you are. Yes, here I am. Congrats, AG. Here, a little gift from me in celebration. Celebration? That's unusual for you. Harry Boss, you come along tonight to my street, pal. Huh? Thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not police talk for prison food, right? Right? I think you'll be fine, Larry. Right. Yeah, what's up? That's an envelope that Larry gave me. It's got money in it. Well, yeah, that's not strange. People give money away to celebrities sometimes. It's $38, right? Huh? What's a weird amount? I mean, it's not a little. It's not a little, but it's not a lot either. $38 exactly. Nick, wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school? $38. No. No, Larry, it was you. What are you so surprised about, right? Huh? Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came into school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. I never was good at history. Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected you. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, too well. Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts. I know. Really, right? I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, this, sir, is an unexpected turn of events, eh? Edgeworth. You should have told me. Now, Nick, it was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth? I'd say so, yes. There you have it. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. Well, you have always been something of an insufferable emotionalist. Yeah, and you get worked up too easily too. The death sentence for both of you. Man, if only I had known, I'd have become a prosecutor. The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought that I must have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I must have become a defense attorney after all. Edgeworth. Want to switch right? Hey y'all, line up, I'll take photo. Hey, photo time, let's go. And after that, dinner on me. Detective Kamju took us all down that night. He celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. Miksi? Seuraavana päivänä, kun tää nyt sitten on... Wow, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Menitte ryyppäämään. Sehän piti tarjota teille vaan ruoka. It's still only 5 o'clock. Maybe I should go back to sleep. What's this? Elevator? Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you. No niin, nyt se jätti meidät. Ei Maija, et sä voit tehdä näin meille. Seeing you. It made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium. In training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth too. I wanted to help you. But I couldn't. I was useless. So I decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this later. Goodbye, Nick. Goodbye. What time is it? God, the first trains for the mountains have already left. To the station. Siis on lähtenyt jo Meksäsen perässä sinne vuorille. I guess I'm too late. Hey! Nick. Maja. So, you're leaving. Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay? Wait. What? Never could have saved Edgeworth without your help. Huh? On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice. You heard my sister? Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end, when I thought we'd lost everything. Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Kamshu helped, and Mr. Rosberg helped, even Larry. Not the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick. But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya. Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in the days. Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped. Evidence? Show Maya some evidence to cheer her up. Ei kyllä tuu mitään muuta mieleen kuin tämä. Huh? Sorry, Nick. I guess I don't understand. Uh-oh, now that I think about it, I don't understand this evidence either. It's okay, you don't have to try it and cheer me up. But one day I'll come back and be useful, I promise. So, this is it. See you soon, Maya. Thanks, Nick. And so, my story ends. Time to turn a new page. And say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now, a new story begins. With the same old crazy cast of characters. I don't think you have graduated yet, Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim. Yes, Your Honor. Oh, I got a bad feeling about this. Hey pal, Mr. Ashworth came down to the precinct and wished me happy new year. Talk about the pleasant. Ooh, Dr. Gumshoe. Then he hung his head low and went right back outside. Kind of like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh? Tää on ollut muutenkin jo pitkä video. No, totsnäkäs pitkä. Huh, Nick? Nah, I haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at the cheese shop. That Missy's a nice lady, but she's not exactly what you'd call... Huh, she's on Hawaii right now, yeah. Taas joku malli. Who? Wright? Yeah, I remember him. I hear he's been busy lately. You know, not ring my own bell, but sort of taught him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful. Right. Like, Phoenix Wright? The defense attorney for whom I wrote that affidavit with. Yeah, oh yeah, she's a management court. Should have been in there. Please stop by. Eikä me käydä kaikkia näitä läpi. Tässä on ihan älyttömästi näitä hahmoja. Tässä menee varmaan 20 minuuttia vielä. 2 tuntinen. Oh, it's you. Phoenix Wright. Yes, understudy. I wonder how he's doing. I haven't seen him lately. The days of my youth, the scent of fresh lemon, you see. 2-tuntinen video tulossa. Plus mulla on vessahta kelannut pakille. Phoenix Wright? Is he an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. You can't be a star with... blah 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 blah. I'm pleased to announce the Pink Prince just writes great deal of sniff, and they're keeping my face until the dark with the eyes. It's also over. I wouldn't want to ruin any kids' dreams, you know. Kyllä mä menen käymään vessassa. Ei ole mitään järkevää sanottavaa. Kaikki vaan sanoo, että ei ole nähnyt Phoenixia vähän aikaa. Jaa, sori, että meni on pitkään. Varmaan puoli minuuttia laittaa housuja aika nauha aukis. Tässä on episodi 5. Tää ei olekaan viimeinen video tätä peliä. Kohtaa joku DLC tai jotain. Niin, no tietenkin, tossa tuli lopputeksti kaikki. Tää on ylimääräinen episodi. No, tästä mulla ei siis niin kuin minkäänlaista käsitystä, mitä tässä tapahtuu. Toi valkotakkinen pimu, jolla on aurinklasit. Se on joksikin tuttu oloinen. Mä oon nähnyt sen jossain joskus, jonkun kuvan varmaan. No, tähän mennään sen niinku ihan 100% sokkuna. No, kello on 12:01. Mä en taida jaksaa jatkaa enää tänään. Tosin vähän tekis mieli. Nyt mä rupaattelen tässä, kun tää video on mennyt ihan hemmetin pitkään. Kiitos kun katsotte ja mennään episodi 5 seuraavalla kerralla. Mä käyn tupakille ja katsotaan, onko tänään vai en. Ei sillä ole teille väliä, että joo. Se on ensi kertaan.